Very good afternoon, everyone. I'm Oman Bhatt on behalf of Caroling Pen Publishing. The main motive of organizing today's session is to give our budding authors a message about do's and don'ts while writing because we have people taking keen interest in writing nowadays. And for that purpose, in today's session, we have a very renowned personality of our Jammu and Kashmir. She is none other than Azra Mufti, a leading novelist and author of a valley. Welcome to this session, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Aman. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, ma'am, to join with, I would like to pose a very basic question to you regarding your journey because you started your journey as an author. So, how did you start this journey, and what was the reaction of your parents and relatives when you chose this domain of writing?
See, initially, I had no such plan of being a novelist, being an author, but I have always been a very keen reader since my childhood. So, what I used to do, I used to sneak in the library and used to read books of different kind, newspapers. Every day, I used to doodle, scribble with words. Because it took me a lot of time to realize that what I actually wanted to become. But one thing is there, I started to write for newspapers. I used to read columns and give feedback about those, write about the current issues. So when people started to really appreciate my work, my columns, I got a lot of feedback from people that now I should work in the form of a book. So that was it. I came up with my first book, and there was no looking back since then. I tried to highlight the issues of society with my pen, and Alhamdulillah, I have been blessed enough to receive huge love from audience, especially youth, who relate to my words and who want to follow me, who want to follow the path that I chose. Because at that time, writing was just a passion for people, but now it can be a full-fledged career provided you're able to dedicate your life to it. And I hope that our budding authors take some inspiration and treat this field with seriousness. If they want to make a career with writing, definitely they can, but then they have to work very hard for it.
Exactly, ma'am. And I personally believe that the culture of self-publishing we have got nowadays, it is the best opportunity for these people to start writing, qualitative writing, and go for their goals. Ma'am, a blunt truth, whenever we tend to do some work or hard work for our career, there are challenges and hurdles which are faced by each and every individual, irrespective of the domain they choose. So, what were some of the challenges and difficulties you faced during this journey? Also, I would like our audience to know how did you overcome?
Yeah, definitely. Life is made of challenges. You cannot trod on a path without facing any challenge, without facing any obstacles. So, yes, a challenge was there. Means I had to balance my studies with writing. My first book came out when I was doing my master's. So, it was challenging because somehow you need to balance between, you have to dedicate your utmost time to writing, because writing is more of a research process. When you write a novel, it's never about one thing. It's about number of things. So as a novelist, you need to have a bird's eye vision of all those things, and for knowing all those things, you need to read a lot, you need to know the craft, you need to know about a lot of that particular topic that you're writing. So the biggest challenge was that I had to balance my studies, and the second challenge was that somehow when I was in my ninth standard, my eyesight was affected because I used to read a lot. So I had to undergo a minor surgery when I was in my ninth standard, and that was the biggest challenge I had to face, because at that time I thought that I won't be able to read as much as I want to. But Alhamdulillah, the surgery went very well. The doctor told me that if you love reading, my father told him that she is a voracious reader. So the doctor told him that even if she spends 13 hours a day, there's absolutely no problem. So that's it. That was the biggest challenge, how I faced it. And I think Alhamdulillah, that somehow shaped me the way I am, because it did not affect the way I took my field and the way I should have done it. So Alhamdulillah, challenges were there, but then I learned a lot from those challenges.
So I can derive that certainly you are an inspiration for our youth nowadays, because balancing these things all together, it's a big challenge for an author as well, or for any setup, whatever we do. Overcoming these difficulties, that is the biggest challenge. Now, as I earlier mentioned, I would like to ask you a question regarding the budding authors we have today. Ma'am, we have people taking very keen interest in writing nowadays. So, what
Mhm.
according to you think that where do they lack? And also, in order to groom these authors, we want our authors to know through our medium that what should be the do's and don'ts while writing.
Yes, perfectly. Fine. This is a very important question, and I often address this question in my sessions. So, the first and the foremost thing that I always suggest the budding writers is before they start of writing anything, whenever they think of writing a particular thing, a particular genre, be it fiction, be it non-fiction, be it poems, be it novel, the first thing that they need to do is they need to read a lot. What I have observed in today's world is that people, especially the budding writers from Kashmir, they just want to write. They want to write whatever is in their mind, whatever they bleed through their pen. They want to bleed through their pen. But the thing is that in order to write even a one paragraph, you need to read a lot. You need to read three, four, five, six, depending on the way you are able to grasp the knowledge, the craft, whatever you are trying to read. So you start basic with the reading stuff. You cannot imagine of being a J.K. Rowling or Stephen King without reading them actually. So the first suggestion would be that if you really want to make a career, not just for the sake of fame, not just for the sake of passion, if you really want to make it as a career, you need to read a lot before starting out. So the second point that I have witnessed, I get a lot of queries on my Instagram and Facebook that we want to write, ma'am. How do we write it? How do we be famous? So this is really scary that the present generation, they want to make a name, they want to earn fame instead of making a name. So it's a sorry state of affairs, because if I have achieved something today, it's because it was the hard work of last 15 or 20 years. Success does not come overnight. There have been a lot of sacrifices, as I already told you, a lot of struggle, a lot of dedication that I have been showing for the last 10 or 15 years, and that's the reason that people know me today. But what today's generation that heavily wants everything to be done in a spur of moment, that's not possible. Because actually, if you want to make a name, it takes a lot of time. If you want a one night fame, or you just want to be a fab for a certain period of time, that's not how you're going to sustain. If you're really looking forward to making a career in writing, you just need to have patience. Patience is very important with writing, because there have been great writers like Arundhati is there, who take a lot of time in writing a novel. Her first novel, The God of Small Things, was published in 90s, and it took her 10 to 15 years to come up with the second novel, Ministry of Utmost Happiness. So it shows the amount of dedication and the amount of time that she took to write about it, write about her feelings. So that's the one thing that I would like to suggest, that go slow, read a lot first, and then think of writing. Second, do not go after fame. Go after making an impact, making a name that will sustain for generations.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. So, a very clear message to our authors that it's a clear message success doesn't come overnight. So, they need to be united, they need to work hard, they need to set some goals, and after that, they can only achieve the goals through hard work. So, in the same context, ma'am, I have another question. We have had a recent publication last year, and you were jury. We were very lucky enough that you were the jury member of that. It was pandemic. It was an anthology regarding pandemic, and we have had a number of manuscripts, and you were the jury member for that. So you must have evaluated all the manuscripts. But
Yes.
I would like to know, you should share your experience, that what were the possible errors you could find out from that.
Yes, I read every essay, or I could say the words that were contributed by the young and budding authors in that anthology. And one thing I would like to say is that I enjoyed reading some of the essays because they were really mature enough. But yes, obviously, experience comes with age, experience comes with failures. So some of the write-ups were very fine, but they still needed a bit of refinement, because a level of maturity is required to write really well. But it was great to see that people are able to transform their ideas into words, and they're doing it in a really inspiring manner. So I really enjoyed some of the write-ups, and some of the write-ups, even the person who got the first position or something, it was out of the world. I mean, the person, he or she, uh, has a very bright future ahead, because it was totally a unique concept. So yes, most of them were very nice, and some of the write-ups obviously needed a lot of improvement, and that improvement is what I was talking about. That will come with knowing the craft, that will come with exploring different genres, exploring different authors, and broadening the vision. Like writing requires a vision that is not myopic, so you need to broaden your vision before writing any stuff. But
Exactly.
on the whole, it was very nice reading all the write-ups.
So, to all the budding authors as well as you, ma'am, I, on behalf of Caroling Pen Publishing, wish you best of luck for your future endeavors as well. Now, to close this session, ma'am, last but not least, I have a very controversial question. It is regarding the support of our parents. So, first, I would like to ask you, did your parents support you? And if we have an author wherein parents don't support, what should they do?
Alhamdulillah, I have been blessed enough, because the reason I'm here today is because of my parents. Because my father, he used to push me. Now write on this topic, write on that topic, write on this thing, write on that thing. So he's really very happy whenever I get a memento, whenever I get a certificate. Every time he just holds it close to his heart and kisses it. And my mother, she always kisses me on my forehead whenever I achieve something remarkable because of the writing. So it's really a blessing, because I fail to understand that how can any person not appreciate writing, because it's a creative process. Everybody is not a writer, everybody has not this gift, and if you have been given this gift, let it not go waste. It's not necessary that you will make a name, you'll be like famous like Arundhati, you will be a Jhumpa Lahiri, you will be a JK Rowling, but at least you're making a difference to yourself, because you bleed words and it gives an identity to your own self. So I request the parents who are not supporting their kids, like they should really appreciate this talent, this gift, because it has been given by Almighty. I get a lot of questions like, ma'am, how do we start? To be honest, I always tell them that writing is something, neither I can teach you this, neither it's something that can be learned. It's just in you. It's in you, and whenever you know that you have this skill and you work on it, alhamdulillah, you will be able to scale heights. But the request, it will be a request to the parents, that if your child really has some kind of potential, be it writing or any sort, just let them pursue that dream. Questions like how will you survive, who will marry you, or how will you sustain a life, these are totally irrelevant, because once you are in your passion, everything follows after that.
So luckily earlier we had only two tags, I guess. On my line we had two tags: Azra Mufti as a novelist and Azra Mufti as an author. So luckily we could derive something today: Azra Mufti as a counselor. Now you must be getting DMs regarding the counseling as well. So thank
Right,
you.
I do that sometimes.
That's good. That's good, ma'am. Thank you for joining us today. It was a very good session and a message to the budding authors that what they should do. We'll carry forward these sessions. We'll continue with some sessions in near future as well. Thank you for joining us today, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And you're doing a wonderful job. Congratulations. I'm always there for support. So it's a unique platform, and I wish you all the success. All the success.
Thank you so
Congratulations
much.
to you and your whole team.
Thank you so much, ma'am.